Hey there, first grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, you are going to need your double 10 frame placed inside your sheet protector so that you can use it to practice along as we learn an addition strategy called making 10. So, while you get your sheet protector ready, I'm going to shrink myself into the corner. Today, we are going to be doing grade 1, lesson 6.6, introducing making 10. And you will need your double 10 frame math mat placed inside your sheet protector. So let's start off with our math message. Remember that our math message is our little warm-up. And here it is. Our math message is show 15 on a double 10 frame. Go ahead and hit that pause button and show the number 15 using dots on the double 10 frame. When you're done, go ahead and press play. We'll see if we came up with something similar. So, here's how I showed 15. I made 10. Here you can see I filled in an entire 10 frame. And once I made 10, then I added the 5 more dots because 10 plus 5 more will give me 15. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I could make 16 by adding another dot. I could make 17. I could make 18. I could make 19. I can even make 20 on a double 10 frame. But for our math message, we only had to show 15. Now there's lots of other ways that you could have done it. You could have had 9 dots on one, and you could have had 6 dots on the other. That would also give us 15. You could have had 8 dots on one, 7 dots on the other. That would also give us 15. You can even see the 2 dots that would fit right here. And it would give me 10 and 5 more. So today, we are going to learn about a strategy called making 10. We're going to want to make 10 in our minds before we count on. But we'll be using our double 10 frame to help us learn this strategy. So let's erase our double 10 frame. And here is what you are going to see. Under my blue square, I have a double 10 frame that's filled with some dots. I'm going to take off that blue square so that you can quickly take a look at the dots. I want you to place the dots exactly where you see them, but you're going to have to be quick because you're not going to be able to see it for that long. Once you have the dots in the right spot, if you can come up with the correct fact that you see, write it down. All right, get ready. Eyes on our screen. Draw what you see. Begin. So hopefully you were able to subitize what you saw and draw those dots. And then write your fact. Now, if you didn't have enough time, that's okay, because I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. How many dots do you see in the first 10 frame? And how many are there in the second 10 frame? I don't even need to count this 10 frame. I know it's 9. It's 9 because it's only missing 1 dot. So I don't have to count 1, 2, 3, just by seeing it. If it's missing one dot, it's the number 9. So my fact is 9 plus 1, 2 more. Now, we don't know the answer yet. We could count all of our dots to figure it out, but I want to show you how we can make 10. Watch this. The making 10 strategy lets us think about how far we are away from the number 10. And do you see this dot here? This dot can come right here and make 10. So if I had 9 plus this one dot, I all of a sudden make the number 10. And now I only have one more dot. 10 plus one more. And we should know that that equals 11. So for this, when we wanted to make 10, look at this number model that I want you to write. We started with 9 in our 10 frame. We moved one dot over. And there we made 10. But we still have one dot that we have to count. So remember when we added 3 numbers, 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 1 more equals 11. So 9 plus 2 equals 11. I could think to myself, 9 in the rock, 1 more is 10, 1 more is 11. That's a quicker way to do it than to count every single dot. All right, let's go ahead and clear off our sheet protector. Let's try another one. Here we go. Same thing. I'm going to show you a double 10 frame with some dots. Try and put those dots in the right spot and then write the fact that you see. Remember, you're going to have to be quick because this is a quick card. Here we go. Eyes on the screen. Begin. I wonder if you had enough time that time. Now that's okay if you didn't, because I'm going to show it to you again. Here it is. What fact do we have? In our first 10 frame, I don't have to count every dot because I'm missing 2 dots. And I know that 8 plus 2 is a friend of 10. So I have 8 dots in our first 10 frame. In our second 10 frame, there's 3 dots. 8 plus 3 more. Now, I want to use that making 10 strategy. I want to fill up a 10 frame. So watch what we can do. Let's take these 2 dots at the top and let's just move them into the empty frames. All of a sudden, we filled up a 10 frame. So we just made our 8, and then we added 2 more to make 10. 8 plus the 2 more we moved over equals 10. Now there's only 1 dot left. And 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 more is 11. So 8 plus 3 more is 11. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 more, 11. We could count every single dot, but by thinking about making 10, we can do these types of problems a lot quicker. Awesome job. Let's clear off that sheet protector. Let's try another one. Here we go. Same type of activity. I'm going to take away that blue square and I want you to write down the dots that you see. And then write down the fact. Here we go. This is a tough one. Wow. I wonder if anybody was able to get that. Let's take a look again. I know right away my first 10 frame only had 9 dots. I didn't even have to count it. There's only 1 dot missing. So I know my first 10 frame has 9. Now, my second 10 frame had a group of 4 and 1 more. So it had 5. Our fact is 9 plus 5. Let's use the making 10 strategy. Let's fill up our 10 frame. There's 1 frame empty. Well, let's take this dot and let's move the dot over. We had 9 dots and we added 1 of those 5 dots. So now we have 9 plus 1, and we made 10. But look what we have left. How many dots are left? 4 dots are left. Well, 9 plus 1 is 10. We know that. Now all we have to do is think, what's 10 plus 4 more? Well, remember, when we have 10 plus 4, the 4 jumps in the hole. And all of a sudden, we know our answer. It's 14. So our answer to 9 plus 5 is 14. And when we made 10, we had 9 plus 1 more, plus the 4 left over, gives us 14. Awesome job. Go ahead and clear off your sheet protector. Let's try one more together. Here we go. This just might be the hardest one. Eyes on that screen. See if you can draw the dots and write the fact. Ready? Begin. Oof, that was tough. I see some of you still putting dots down. That's an awesome memory. Let's take a look. Ooh, in our very first 10 frame, I don't have to count every dot. I know there's 2 dots missing. And from my friends of 10, 8 plus 2 equals 10. So that means I have 8 dots in my first 10 frame. I can count every dot if I have to, but it's going to equal 8. Now, in my second 10 frame, I see that 3 dots are missing. I know my friends at 10. If 3 are missing, that means there's 7 dots on the 10 frame. So we have 8 plus 7. That's a hard fact. Let's think about if we could make 10. Ooh, look at this. We have 2 empty spaces. We can take 2 of our dots and move them into the 10 frame. And now we'd have 8 plus 2 equals 10. And then we would have 5 dots left. Let's take a look. We started with 8. We wanted to make 10. So we moved 2 dots over because 8 plus 2 equals 10. After we moved the 2 dots over, we were left with 5 dots. 8 plus 2 plus 5. 10 plus 5 more. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 8 plus 7 equals 15. So we can use the making 10 strategy to add some harder addition facts. And once we get the hang of the strategy, we will become such better mathematicians. All right, my friends, you're going to have some activities in Seesaw. to practice adding some harder facts, and I can't wait to see how smart you are.